money coming in. Know you fine as hell, body stuck on 10. 2 a.m. on my side, let me in.
YouTube, y'all really come with the most miserable lives in fiction. And listen, I had to come with this. I had to. I ain't gonna lie, this felt right. Like, I feel like if Spider-Man not on this list, it's insane. If Batman low-key not on this list, it's insane. Who else? Who else got a terrible life in fiction? I'm trying to I feel like I'm missing Hulk low-key, high-key. I ain't gonna lie, Hulk might be on this list, but let's go ahead and get to a few new people, new subscribers.
As you can see, I am not dead.
Settle down, my loves, my wee widow kids.
I ain't gonna lie, that's a tough introduction. Imagine niggas thinking you dead and you come back. I gotta rewatch that movie. I ain't seen that movie. I don't think I ever seen that movie outside the theater. It's crazy.
Daddy's home. Let me stop.
What?
Stop playing with
my nose itch.
Start frying me. To explain the hiatus,
Damn.
college, man. College.
Your shirt says college. What college is it? None. Broke ass boy.
I'm a busy guy as soon as school starts. But of course, when I'm able, I will indeed pump a video out for you guys, man. Like right now, for instance. Y'all deserve it. Y'all my dogs.
I didn't finish it.
As watchers and readers, who am I kidding? I know how to read it. We see a lot of tropes be characterized
Talk to me.
all the mediums we consume. But a trope that's just downright diabolical has to be the punching bag trope. Punching bag types come in all shapes and sizes, but the key aspect of the trope is for writers to never let them breathe. Happiness.
Bro, Spider-Man got the speech to God. To God. Bro, I listened to it because it's so good, bro. It's saved in my, YouTube saves. Bro, it's so good. He's like, bro, I think, who was he fighting? Dracula or somebody in the comics? He's like, nigga, I'm getting my ass beat, nigga. He won't go down. Spider-Man, hold on. Spider-Man speech to God. This nigga's like, yo, why am I getting my ass? He's like, hold on, is this it?
The time Spider-Man asked God for a favor. Peter has developed a special radiation that he can use to make himself poisonous to Morlun. The radiation makes him extremely ill, but since his powers are derived from a radioactive spider, it doesn't kill him. In their fight later on when Morlun tries to devour his life force, he's actually unable to because of the radiation. And it actually sends him to the brink of death. Spider-Man knows that this is his one and only chance to defeat him once and for all, killing him. But he doesn't know if he can. But luckily for Spider-Man, someone else shoots Morlun, ending his life. He tries to tell himself that this isn't what he wanted, but deep down he knows that it is. He just has this question for himself, would I have done it in the end? And after this, when he's tired and nearly dead from the radiation, he has a question or a favor to ask God. He says, I know I've been your personal cat toy for the last few years, but can we not do that to me again for a while? Not real long, I know the odds on that are about 0, but just for a little while. Say 50 or 60 years.
Bro, and you mean to tell me that shit's not goated, bro? Listen, I'm telling you, listen, you see the little red thing under, I listened to this shit, bro, because it's classic.
The time Spider-Man met.
Nah, bro, y'all don't understand, bro. That speech is classic, bro. When I'm in the gym, bro, I want to get motivated. I'm telling you, I'll cut that bitch up. I'm telling you.
What's happiness? Some of these characters get cooked so bad that they're not even respected, either by other characters or even by the writers themselves. Some of these writers' rooms dedicate their penmanship to ruining a fictional character's life, and they get paid for it. I know these characters ain't real, but that's some whole stuff, bro. These guys gotta be stopped. And one of the worst dudes to ever get this end of the pen is easily Guts. If you watched my last video, you already know a bit about how trashy Guts' life has gotten throughout the Golden Age arc. And I remember after I watched the anime, I was getting up to read the manga.
I gotta watch it, bro. I always hear about Berserk.
So I can see the events after all that. And everyone told me that it's only gotten worse and that the Berserk verse is amongst the worst in fiction. And yeah, you niggas wasn't lying. Why is Guts fighting a big demon nigga, bruh? Nosferatu Zod built like Shaq on Roy. There should be no reason why he had...
Why the fuck did Shaq jump on that nigga and then push him up like that?
To run the shade. To make it worse, this ain't even the worst dude. He faced countless worse people. We gotta start from the beginning of Guts' story though, because Cheeks. It's Cheeks from the jump. He was getting hoed since birth, bruh. To start off, the man was birthed out of his unalived mother's body somehow. I don't know how that worked. I ain't a doctor. So he was raised by this dude, Gambino. No, not that Gambino. Yes, this nigga. Who hated his guts. And even blamed him for his own mother's death. But even so, he taught Guts swordsmanship and raised him. But y'all wouldn't believe what this dude Gambino did. Man, this is truly sick. The crazy part is that if you choose to watch the anime over reading the manga for this arc, you would have never knew this. But Gambino, Guts' supposed father figure, sold him to a fellow mercenary named Donovan for a night, which ended in ways I am uncomfortable explaining. And Guts was only 9. This is just terrible. Looking back at my viewing of the anime, this completely rationalizes why Guts was super closed off in private for a vast majority of it. Miura, rest your soul. But surely there's a better way for these characteristics to transpire. Guts had it horrible since he was a jit, bruh. At least wait for the heaviest trauma to hit when he was around, like, I don't know, 15? That's what Netflix be doing? A little bit of a time skip, but Guts grows up and ends up meeting the Twink Griffith and the Bantha Hawk. And if you watch my last video, you already know how that went. I don't. Gus is there to see it. And this evil nigga Griffith proceeds to do unspeakable acts to Casca, with Gus being held down by the demons in front of him to watch it. This man is disgusting! But the story of what happened after those events is still fried. It truly never got better. I don't want to spoil it because Berserk is not one of those mediums that everyone knows. And we would legit be here forever if I did explain everything. But for eternity, Gus is stuck in the regular world and the demonic astral plane world thingy. So he be seeing regular chop niggas on top of them demons. His girl Casca was so scarred from the events prior that she practically don't even remember the love her and Guts once had. Griffith, the homie who turned his back on them, tainted Guts and Casca's baby when he did his crimes to Casca earlier in the story. And after that, Guts of course has many more fades with them demons and much more. I gotta watch it. So in conclusion, Guts is the most hoe dude in fiction I have come across so far. And I don't think it's gonna change for a while.
Oh, bro. I don't know why it took me a while. Yeah, we gotta talk about Spider-Man, man.
Oh, Peter Parker. Where do I begin? We truly cannot talk about this trope without having Spider-Man here.
Talk about it.
And to think that in my original notes for this video, that he wasn't even mentioned. Blasphemy! Peter Parker is the face of characters who deserve better, bro. I ain't gonna say that means he has it the worst, but he's such a great guy and doesn't even get half of what he deserves. But then again, I guess that ties into Uncle Ben's quote. That's just what it means to be Spider-Man. Oh, shit! I'm gonna start off with reasons that stem from the most popular sources, which were the movies. Comic nerd, shut up, you will have your turn. One of the first scenes we get from this dude on screen was him immediately getting hold. Why the bus driver trying to leave him? Making him run for no reason, bro. Hell, bus driver, he's trying to impress a bunch of high schoolers. This reminds me of one of the memes that be like, renaming the top fun girls in school and the PE teacher pull out her sleepers. Get your ass home! Let my nigga on the bus! Then he gets hold again at the field trip. Then he gets spider powers and stuff.
I ain't lying, that wave.
He clean.
Change? Yep. Big change.
Surely the homie would stop. It gets worse.
Hey, that boy.
Because the robbery, in his words, was,
I missed the part where that's my problem.
So now he holding his slimed out uncle in his arms. And the cherry on top was this broad, Mary Jane. I know in my last video I gave her slander. I know I did that. But bro, this is my channel. I'ma do it again. All this girl do was tease. And tease and tease again.
Nah, no cap.
She was over here getting passed around left and right. She wanted Peter's up in the first half. And then the second half, she with his bestie, knowing darn well Peter was down bad for her.
I don't respect it.
And it ain't even like my dude Peter Chop either. Tobey Maguire is a moderately handsome individual. But nah, she ain't give a darn. She over here giving Spider-Man lip before Peter. Now I know they're the same person. They're the same guy. Yeah, I get it. But bruh, she ain't even know that yet. Kissing a straight.
Low key, you got a point. Bruh could have had all types of diseases. He got bit by a spider. Like, you ain't finna question nothing? Bro, he climbing walls. And shit, like, he might got a disease or something. You don't know what that spider gave him. Besides powers, he might got some bullshit.
Danger is crazy work. What if he had AIDS? And like we learned on the channel previously, all this woman does is cheat and cheat. Whine about being a failed actress, cheat again, leave her husband at the altar for the love of the game, and then cheats again. And in this universe, this is supposed to be the love of Peter's
And you
life.
gotta remember, this is in 3 movies. This is in 3 movies.
Dude gotta save New York and risk his life. More importantly, his bread on a daily basis just to come home to nobody half the time. Because guess what? Mary Jane probably cheating again. Andrew Spider-Man's girlfriend is already dead, by the way, but I ain't gonna talk too much about that. We know how bad that was. Speaking of bread, we didn't even mention the dude has no funds. He dirt broke in every iteration. It's like illegal for Peter Parker to make anything over 10 bands a year.
Yeah.
Give me rent. When I seen Tom Holland Spider-Man come home to a walk-in closet, I felt so sorry for bro. Just not too long ago, he was crashing at Happy's High Rise. Now he in near complete poverty. He's only one tier above a teenage.
That next movie finna be so goated. Oh my god, boy. Spider-Man 4 finna be nasty. I'm telling you, it's gonna be good.
Ace Mutant Ninja Turtles, and them dudes live in the sewer. Let that sink in. And the dookie on the biscuit to top this all off is that to even get bread, Peter has to take selfies for a man that be hating on him 24/7. Jay Jonah never hopped off that Spidey did. He will be hating until his final breath. Not to mention, the dude's identity got aired out to the public. Imagine your op framing you from the dead, saying you killed him, knowing dang well he just tried to murk you over some meta.
I ain't gonna lie, I gotta give him some props. I ain't gonna lie, that's like calculated planning. I ain't gonna lie. And I ain't gonna lie, I don't believe he dead, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I don't believe he dead, bro. He was too good at like deception.
AI glasses, dog. To be fair, it was dumb for Peter to give those glasses up.
That's
It
true.
was dumb.
That was true. That is true.
But still, this happened is the whole reason why No Way Home happened.
That scene right there, y'all, classic. 10 out of 10. That what made. Listen, I don't care what nobody say, bro. That movie is 10 out of 10 just because of the scene.
Had to even happen.
That is
It ruined Peter's life,
happy as
making
hell.
him lose his aunt, friends, and his fine Joan. He lost his fine Joan. He lost Zendaya. He lost. I've been crying my whole life. I lost Zendaya. I don't know how you lost. He lost the huzz over this, and now he gotta live in Goliath's Doochie crack. Not even to mention that he lost his mentor because they had to run a fade.
That's
He's a
true.
big purple alien nigga from space. How is he not in therapy, bro? But that's a dumb question. We just covered this. He can't afford it! Pray for my mans. These were the main points behind why Spider-Man is obviously one of the most hoed characters ever. And in the comics, it's the same way, but amplified. Yes, the nigga is broker, has harder fights, and has a worse love life. Dude had to sell his marriage with MJ to Mephisto to save Aunt May in one of the comics, bro. What's going on? And in another one, that girl was not with Peter. But dang, a dude named, I'm not gonna lie, look, he forgot. What was his name? Was it was some weak stuff. It was Paul! Some weak stuff like that.
Sorry if they didn't nickname Paul. But ain't gonna lie, the nickname Peter, like Peter and Paul, it's like. It's like, I mean, Peter is not really like a goated name. You feel me? I mean.
That nigga named Paul!
man.
Chris Paul, man.
What's up, man? You ain't Chris Paul? Nah, who you?
It was crazy. As I said for
What about
us,
who you?
if we dissect every bad thing that happened to Peter, we'd be here all day. But next, we have a true sleeper, Courage the Cowardly Dog. Courage case is very questionable because
He
we
was
don't
hoed.
honestly know if he's 100% getting hoed. Or that he's just a scary punk, bruh. I know y'all heard of that theory that everyone that visits the house is normal, but to Courage, they're monsters because he lives in the middle of nowhere and isn't used to that. But even if that's the case, can we even blame bro for being cowardly? Look at what he's seen. What is this, bruh? Was Courage really wrong? Or was he
I
trying
can't
to
blame
give
him, gang.
in?
What the fuck is
Some
that?
of these things have to be actual devils, bro.
Nah, I remember that shit.
Every episode.
And then he tried to play 2K, but his baby mama canceled his Xbox.
Niggas said, and he trying to play
To make
2K.
it worse, you had this lame dude, Eustace, talking smack about Courage on the daily.
No, no,
Mario's sweet. Although
and
there's
just
that
kick
one
his.
episode where she turned to a baby and Courage made her mac and cheese 1 billion times and she was never satisfied with any of them. That low-key pissed me off. But nah, Eustace a real hater. Cause how you gonna need saving on a regular basis, but you gonna hate the dude saving? Always calling him out of his name. At some point, I would have let Eustace die, bro. You ain't finna have my punk self running around risking my life to save you.
That's
you call
true.
me a dumb dog in return. Justice for Courage, he deserves better. Last but certainly not least,
Ooh.
the character that's sole purpose is for them to get old. The true punching bag of fiction. Not for plot, not for lessons,
Ooh, I don't know.
not for relatability, not even for actual funny humor. A lot of the time, they be just doing her dirty for the hate of the game. There's not a drop of love for her. Not a single drop. Megatron Griffin.
Oh,
Meg's writing came
nah, I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Family Guy's writer's room were all middle-aged men that had no idea how to write a teenage girl. So instead of doing research like asking their nieces or daughters or something, I don't know, or even just watching Meme Girls, they was just like, guys, let's abuse her. And that's what they've been doing for the last 20-something years now. And a little butt of a joke here and there, that won't be too bad. They ain't too bad. It happens with every character. But the stuff they make Meg go through is actually atrocious. For starters, when Meg got a boyfriend,
I was just finna say,
she
bro.
don't bag too often. This girl got no issues.
She got a boyfriend for the first
but
time.
She finally got in a good, normal boyfriend. And that whole lowest decided that Meg couldn't have her own ex. And she hit on bro.
Damn, moms, bro. She gotta be like, bro. We gotta do moms at some point, bro.
But got him to cheat on her. What
That's
kind of mom is
crazy.
this? For starters, she should be in jail because this is illegal. She out here moving like a certain unnamed singer. There's 2 of them niggas now, so you can choose which one
That's
I'm
crazy.
referring to.
That's
like,
crazy.
go to bed with Peter Big Fat Ass, bruh. Let Meg keep a dude, bro. Meg gets a short end of the stick all the time, so there's just countless tales of her getting hoed. Majority of her on-screen appearances are of her getting bullied by her family. I remember on her 18th, no one showed up to her surprise party, but the only person to give her attention at that time was Quagmire. But knowing Quagmire, he literally only did that so he could try to beat down her duties.
Happy birthday. Hey, where's that Pinky going, huh? Where's he going?
Bro. Yo, I don't know how Quagmire actually got canceled. Yeah, that's crazy.
What's he doing? Get back here.
That straight demon. They was straight hoeing her.
See, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Monster and whatnot. Peter be dead for real, stuffing her face in his cheeks and farting all over her, and the family thinks it's funny. Like, this ain't a game. This is just max prestige, child neglect, and abuse. And the writers think it's ball. Like, this is not tough. I remember Peter sold her away to Mort because he had a fat tab at his store, and he couldn't pay it off. So he literally traded Meg. He trafficked his daughter because he couldn't pay a tab.
You can't sell me, you fat son of a bitch!
Whoa! He didn't know what a tab even was. Like, this show ain't real. But for Meg, I'd say the worst case is when something actually serious happens to her. Like, she was canonically abused by Trump, which, to be honest, is a very lore accurate depiction of Donald Trump. W writers for this. They capture the essence of his character terrifically. But dang, Meg already goes through enough. Why add this? And then they had her kidnapped like a parody of Taken. And they threw her in the trafficking ring. And then she somehow ended up with the Prince of Dubai or something. I don't know where it was, but Brody had bread and he was trying to take care of her and be a good man and all that. And they was gonna get married. And then Stewie pulled up and knocked his head off and made Meg go back home and live a miserable life for the rest of her family. Meg did have a little moment of justice though. At one point, she did crash out and cooked every single member of the family. But it caused more records, and she came to the conclusion
I don't remember none of this.
being the sole punching bag of the family was better than the family running a free-for-all on each other every day. Which I think is BS. F them dudes. Your mom cracked your boyfriend. Your dad farts in your face and treats you like scum. Chris is just weird. Brian became an annoying prick. And Stewie, I'm not gonna lie, I don't think Stewie be doing Meg too wrong. Meg did indeed push bro down the stairs on accident and cause him to split his head open. At this point, whatever he does to her is fair game. That's my video. I hope y'all liked it. These were the most whole characters.
W video. I don't remember none of those moments from Family Guy. That's actually hilarious, bro. Hey, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, get him, my boy, and I'll see y'all boys and girls next video. We out.